everyone, Princess Sarissa back on my Let's Play of Final Fantasy V, the Four Job Fiesta. And last time we left off, we were right outside the desert of the Shifting Sands, and got across this desert because we heard that King Tycoon somehow crossed the desert. How he did it, we don't know. People say he was floating, but I don't know how he can float. But anyway, Sid and Mid may have a way to cross the desert, so we're gonna meet him over here and let's see if they can give us a plan and see if we can work that plan. As expected, it's hopeless. And there's Sid and Mid. Wait! It ain't over till the fat lady sings, and the orchestra hasn't even started tuning up yet. Okay. What's the plan? We'll build a bridge. Well, that's easy. It's a little risky, but you guys are all about danger, right? I guess. How it works is we'll use this bell to call the sandworm. Then you guys trash it. And there's your bridge. Sounds complicated. Not the most sophisticated of methods. You aren't that sophisticated of a guy, but I think it suits you fine. Well, I mean, you have to defeat the worm, and it has to fall in the right place, and it can't be pulled away, because what if the storm, like, the sand pulls the, the worm's body away? So much thing can go wrong here. And trust me, in this battle, a lot of things will go wrong because we have a Berserker. So, if people have tried to do, like, single challenge classes of this game, this is a place where the Berserker gets stuck a lot. Because you see, we have the sandworm here, but we also have these 3 holes. And the sandworm will pop in and out of these random holes. Now, if you hit a hole that the sandworm isn't in, then it casts this demi-spell. And the demi-spell cuts whoever it hits, their hit points in half. And that's, you think that wouldn't be that bad, because it'll just keep, depleting it by half, so it'll never reduce you down to 0. But the sandworm also uses this attack Quicksand here, and that inflicts the sap status on, so you'll notice that characters will start like losing hit points. See, their hit points are losing between. So it'll keep halving characters' hit points, and then they'll be losing more hit points via the sap effect of the Quicksand. So, now the Berserker has, 1 in 3 chance, so a 33 and a third chance to hit the right hole, and, which, doesn't sound like bad odds, 1 in 3 chances, but of course, because I have really bad odds and really bad luck, that's pretty much, as long as it's not a 100% chance, that means it's a 100% chance that Faris is not going to, hit the right hole at all during this thing, so she'll just be, causing a lot of, demis to go off and injure our characters. If you had a blue mage, you could learn that Aqua Breath, blue magic spell from the Dorm Chimera in the desert to the northwest of the ancient library, and that can pretty much like one-shot this guy. But of course we don't have the blue mage yet, and we have nothing that really attacks water. We have nothing that can use the water. You figure ice would be the same as water, but it's not. So I just equipped the thunder bows, because a lot of the bosses coming up and a lot of enemies coming up will be weak to thunder. So now, a good thing to do, you might be able to just, like knock out your Berserker, sort of kind of what we did with the Liquid Flame. But this guy doesn't have a lot of hit points, so, and we have so many high potions that I just figured I'll keep the Berserker around. Because if Faris did make a hit with the Berserker, probably take off a good bit of hit points, But, as you can see, that's, I think, the 4th attack that she did, and of course, she misses, so you figure, the odds are that one of them would work, but nope! So, oh well. But like I said, the good thing is the sandworm doesn't have a lot of hit points, so we'll finish it off not that bad. Pretty much you're doing like 1,000 a round if TnyToe, Lenna, and Galuf all hit, so. And with that, we've taken care of the sandworm, and we've built our bridge. Game, set, and match. Now we can go into the desert. Of course, before we head into the desert, we're gonna go back out and just heal up in the tent, so. Good luck! And we told Sid and Mid to take care of the black chocobo for us, so. But they're gonna do something really weird with the black chocobo, so. Alright, take care, and good luck. Well, we're just gonna go heal up outside here, because we have quite a while to, we have a sort of a decent-sized walk ahead of us. We have to go through the desert, and then we also have a little bit of, land that we gotta cross on the overworld map before we hit the town where King Tycoon went. So yeah, these things, you step on them and just pulls you around. So all the enemies here are weak to water, but once again, we do not have water. I do have a thief though, and the thief can steal a really powerful spear from the sand bears that we'll encounter in here. But of course, we can't use spears. None of our classes can use spears. But if you had a thief and one of your classes, upcoming classes, is the Dragoon, which I had in my last Final Fantasy Four Job Fiesta, that's a class that's like a knight that jumps in the air and uses spears. But you can get a really good spear for them. And the thing with them is, there's not a lot of spears available. So even if you get that class from the Earth Crystal. But even once you get that class, you won't have access to her spears for a little bit. So, yeah, it's kind of, it's kind of annoying if you don't have a thief. So, which I did not have during that time, the last job fiesta, because I got the thief for this fiesta, so. Alright, there's only 3 new enemies here. We got the Sand Killer, and then we got the Sand Boils, and then we got a Sand Bear coming up. The Sand Bear is the one that has the Javelin steel. You just gotta watch where you're going. So anywhere where it's like solid color, that way you can walk on safely. It's just the ones that where you see where like it looks like little tracks in them. That's where the sand is gonna pull you. So we gotta get down there between those cactuses. But luckily we encounter the Sand Bear here. So let's see if we can steal that javelin. Nope. I forgot to equip the thief's gauntlet on the TnyToe there. He has the flame ring currently right now. So, but alright, got an antidote. But alright, so the bottom one is the one. We'll take the top one, and we've crossed the desert successfully. Woohoo! Now we just gotta make our way down here. We kind of flew over this way earlier, so. Got a few enemies. The enemies here are the same ones that we encountered around Crescent. So, bombs, the bio soldiers. So remember, if you're fighting the bio soldiers, try to want to make sure they're not alone by themselves, or else they'll counter with bio. So this is kind of like a little hide and go seek with the King of Tycoon. We step there and he appears, and was that King Tycoon? And you see, he ran over to the east. So we gotta head over to the east, and we look around the buildings, and eventually he'll pop up again. He ran up north, so let's go look up north. And he runs around, and we just gotta, like I said, play hide and seek with him. So he's a hiding, and we're a seeking. There he is. He ran away. Now this one he kind of went off screen, but we want to head over to the left. It's one of the few places we haven't been to in the town yet. Check it out. Looking around. Hey, there he is. He's gonna climb up that staircase. Let's head up there. And this is basically just a kind of a dead end. It takes us toward the end of the thing, but when we head into the end, there's nothing there. Where did he go? Well, maybe he went down these steps. Nope, he hid behind that tree. Now he's going back to the end, so let's go find him. Hey, what are you doing? Father! Papa! She admits that must be her dad. And it's a trap. Yep, a trap door. Why did the king lead us into a trap door? Well, we won't find out right now. But we still have plenty of episodes to go here. Oh no, Galuf is separated from us. Oh no. How's he gonna get back to us? I knew it, you really are my sister. I'm sorry, I wasn't certain at first. And then I didn't think I should tell you. Aww. So that's why she had the pendant. They had matching pendants. So Sarissa is, Faris is actually Princess Sarissa, who was, remember we were told was lost, was washed overseas on a boating trip. So she must have been rescued by those pirates. Oh, where are we? This place is strange. Say, what happened to the old man? Huh? He's not here. He must have gotten separated when we fell. Yep. But Galuf can hear them. He'll be okay. He's a tough old cuss. I'm sure I'll run into him later. Come on, let's get going. Uh-oh. Galuf has some pretty good upper body strength and back strength. He'd be good for Ninja Warrior. Look at me, crawled all the way across that pipe. Now wait one cotton-picking minute. That was an awfully quick decision to ditch me. Yikes, sorry. We didn't really ditch you. We said we were just gonna look for you, and hopefully it popped up. We didn't know you might have been in this room right here. You know what is in this room? Another teleporter. What is this? Kind of reminds me of the Serpent Road in Final Fantasy IV. Yeah, it's kind of it even is very similar. Baron, the one kingdom, is in the northwest, and in the southeast is Mysidia, and it's like a magical teleportation tunnel that warps you between the two. It looks like we're warped to Crescent Island. And it looks like the warp is gonna blow. Look out! Good the warp zones in Super Mario Brothers don't blow up when you use them. Quick, run away, TnyToe! Yeah, this is all taking place. We don't have any control over it. But boom, it blew up. Ooh, but luckily we escaped. And we're in some weird ruins. But they match the same ones as the ones that we were in that underground city. And meanwhile, for some reason, Sid and Mid decided to fly the black chocobo back to its home. I don't know why. East, west, home is best, even if you're a chocobo, huh? TnyToe should be thrilled. We went above and beyond the call of duty. Yeah, but how are you gonna get back to the ancient library? Remember, they don't have a boat. And there's, no boats in Crescent that they can take. And even if there was, remember, the wind's gone. Well, it must have blown after not being used for so long. So we can't go back in there. Not that there's anything back there. But we can go forward. We have another game of hide and go seek going on here. We just have to head down to the southern part here. You want to head over to the left first, because it looks like there's a treasure room over there. But if we push the switch, nothing happens. It won't budge. Something's carved in the wall. Check the planners in the center room. So we're going to head into the center room. Take a little... follow the directions here. We can take a free nap here, so let's do it. Because we have another boss coming up. So... we want to heal ourselves up here before we take that boss fight again, so... and here's the planner here. There's a note here. The notepad in the room on the right. Okay. Head over here. There's 3 notepads over there. Which one is it? Of course, it's going to be the last one we check. Made you look, neener. Uh-oh. Oh, that little... calm down, TnyToe. Aye, before you get your pantaloons in a twist, take a look. 'Tis another note. Check the urn. Well, there's urns over in the center there, but we want to check the urn over here in the left room. And there's a little tiny toad in it. Not TnyToe, tiny toad. Go down 6 and right 4 and pull what's there. See, you're supposed to pull the switch, not push it. Pull it? Yep. And that gives us access to some treasure, the mini spell, and 2 shurikens. We won't be able to use any of them, but hey, we want to go for that 100% treasure completion, so we have to pick them up. So, push this switch, and that opens this door up here. But it's going to cause something else to happen above. What is that? Another hole is going to appear. And this one's going to appear right under Sid and Mid. Look. Yeah, the chocobo's confused. He's like, what just happened? Yeah, what did just happen? Where did they fall? Well, let's try to find them. And head here. Might as well save. We got a boss coming up, but he's pretty easy. Especially if you have lightning elemental sources of damage. And we have those 2 lightning bows, so... yeah, it was just getting to see how powerful elemental weaknesses are if we can exploit them. And here's the steam-powered ship. And what's this ship? It's like a ship with propellers on it. Propellers on a boat? What's up with that? I just asked that, TnyToe. Are you reading my mind? Sid, Mid. Not surprised. Ow, what the... TnyToe, Lenna, Faris, Galuf. What are you guys doing here? Sid looks intrigued. I think that's our line. Where'd you guys come from? We rode the Black Chocobo back to Crescent Island. Then all of a sudden a hole opened up beneath us, and we fell. Wait, so we're underneath Crescent Island? Yeah, that's why the ship's there. Think about it. That explains the fire-powered ship being here. This place must have been built by the ancients. Huh? And this propeller ship? Maybe you should ask Grandpa about that, huh? Where'd he go? He went downstairs. Into the hull of the ship, I guess you'd call it. I'm not really familiar with some nautical terms. But hey, hot diggity dang, this is mind-blowing. How's this ship gonna fly? It looks like it's made out of stone. It'd be really heavy if that was the case. Hey, Sid, don't bother me, boys. Tighten this, adjust this, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. Uh-oh, what's he doing? Viola, that should do it. That should do what? Tell us, Sid. That should get this ship moving. And hey, we're taking off. Take off to adventure. Alright, we finally get an airship. Unlike Final Fantasy 1, though, it didn't rise from the desert. It rose from the ocean. Midden's going crazy. Wow, amazing! How about Sid? What's he think? What is this thing? Isn't it obvious it's an airship? Amazing, I'm only able to see these old texts. I can't believe I'm going to use one in the flesh. Oh, well, you know what I mean. Uh-oh. Oof, what was that? Something's dragging us down. Uh-oh. What is it? Creeping crawdad, some monster's got a death grip on the ship's hull. And it is the Craycraw. And he's pretty easy, especially if we have lightning attacks. So yeah, look at how much damage the lightning bows are going to do to him. Yowzer, almost half his health. So yeah, that was pretty easy. He has a core sword you can steal. His AI is he can use 2/3 chance to use a tail screw, which kind of reduces you to low hit points. Or fight, and he does that for his first 2 turns, and then the last turn he has tail screw, fight, or a mucus attack, which slows your character down. So, but he didn't last long enough to use any of those attacks, so. Now we can return here to the dock. Looks like the damage to the ship was minimal. We can use parts from the firepower chip to make the airship good as new. Sid? If you're gonna thank me, I don't need to hear it. We'll stay here and search for some clues about the Earth Crystal. The skies are yours, kids. Now get out there. Alright. The evil warlock X-Death. We must prevent him from returning. All that's left is the Earth Crystal. Yep-er. So, I guess they're not going to repair the ship. They're just going to let us go right away. No point in dawdling. Let's go. Now with that, we have access to the airship, and the airship can fly anywhere. It can even fly over the snow-covered mountains, but it can only land on flat, grassy tiles. So what we want to do is we want to head back to this ruined city, and we get this cutscene. What's going on? Look, the town. Yeah, the game isn't really specific about it, but I guess as they said, you know, we saw that's where the Earth Crystal was. That I guess they assume that you'll be like, well, like Galuf said, only the Earth Crystal remains, so you're gonna head back to where you were last told the Earth Crystal was. But it's like a big flying fortress. It's like the flying castle from Final Fantasy 1. Only instead of the wind holding it up, it's the Earth Crystal. Uh-oh. So now the game's also kind of vague of what you're supposed to do, but you want to head back to this area, which is known as the Catapult. I'm gonna dock our airship. There can be a little tricky because the airship moves really, really fast. So, we're gonna land here, and we're gonna just equip the crossbows. I bought 2 crossbows. I only really needed to buy 1 because, as you see, the Crayclaw always drops frostbow when you beat it. So, Sid, Mid, we've got an issue here. Save your breath, because we saw the runes through the telescope. Uh-oh, got a book. This is bad. The Earth Crystal is way up there. The ancient Rockins amplify the Earth Crystal to make their town float, but once they realized amplifying the crystal could make it shatter, they stopped the machine. That's why Sid didn't need to make a machine for them. They already had one. Shake a leg, miscreants. Somebody's turned the machine back on. It couldn't. You don't think that father? Never. He would never do such a thing. Like I said, he might be possessed by that, like, ghost, like how the Queen Karnak was. With this, how are we gonna get up there? With this? Adamantite. If we reinforce the ship with it, it'll fly higher. But we need to find some. Uh-oh, Galuf's fluxing there. That's simple enough. That meteorite came here in. I remember seeing some adamantite reserves inside. Are you sure? You calling me a liar? Of course not. It's just that your memory's still kind of spotty, right? Pish posh. The adamant part is clear as day. Alright, as good as place any to start. Let's go check it out. Remember, Galuf came in the meteorite that hit by Tycoon, so we'll stay here and get things prepared. Alright, so Sid and Mid are our support group there. I'm gonna head back. You just have to touch the steering wheel. And we take off again. And head up to Tycoon. There it is, not too far away. Land, remember, we have to land on the grassy plain. I want to save here because we have a boss coming up. But he's not too tough of a boss. Like the last boss, the Crayclaw, this boss has an elemental weakness, but the elemental weakness is ice. That's why I have the frostbows equipped on Lenna and Galuf. So if you didn't get that Phoenix down from this area, this is another chance for you to get it. So it was around here, I'm sure of it. No, it must be like a secret button. Yeah, there, inside there. We push the button and we head in here. That warp doesn't take us anywhere. Well, we want to grab that purple rock. There it is. And that is the adamantite. And with that, we can reinforce the ship. So we use the basher rock and clear the way to the rest of the floating continent. That's actually Final Fantasy 3. I'll play that game eventually. With the 4 mice. 4 mouse heroes. Tupelo, Fang, Tangoini, and Baby Moo. Oh, there's an enemy inside here. Watch out! It's the Madamantoise turtle. So, you steal that Iron Daft. That's a potion you can drink if you're a chemist or have the drink command. And basically what that does is it like doubles your hit points. So, but we don't have that ability with this party, and we'll never get it because it's a chemist exclusive ability, so. But we're doing some pretty good damage with the ice bows, so pretty much as even more than what Faris is doing as a Berserker. So this Adamantoise has really high defense, so, but he's pretty easy. He just fights, and sometimes he uses a special command. He has a 50-50 chance to fight. He can fight twice on the first turn. He has a 2/3 chance to use fight or special attack on the second turn. A third turn he can use 2 special attacks, and then he has the same for his 4th turn is the same as the second turn. 2/3 chance to use fight and 1 chance to use a special attack. But otherwise, not too hard. As long as you can hit him with the ice weakness, you can take him out pretty easily. But what do we do from here? Can we do anything else before we take the adamantite back to Sid and Mid? Find out in the next episode. Take care. Have a good day. Bye.